Good morning, St. Paul. I'm Christian Pereira, and here are today's news. There will be a mandatory student council meeting tomorrow after school at room 234. All members must attend, no exceptions. Any questions or concerns are to be brought to Ms. Caldarelli. This is a reminder to all Eurotrip participants that your last deposit is due to Mr. Guilherme today immediately after announcements in room 124. There will be a mandatory meeting for all Talent Night performers on Tuesday, November 11th, immediately after school in room 118.
Good morning, St. Paul. I'm Shireen DeSantos, and here are your sports. Congratulations to the senior boys volleyball team for qualifying for offset for the 4th consecutive year, defeating Saint Famille on Friday. It was definitely an exciting day as St. Paul started off strong, winning the first 2 sets, only to lose to the 3rd and 4th sets to Saint Famille. The 5th set was a nail-biter, with the St. Paul Wolverines holding in to win 16-14 in a very close match. The boys' next game is today after school against Streetsville in the Quad A quarterfinals. Come out and watch an exciting match. The senior boys basketball team's next practice is Tuesday morning at 6:45. The next girls volleyball tryout is Tuesday after school. Please check the list posted on the Phys Ed bulletin board. That's it for sports, and now back to Christian.
Thanks, Shireen. The grade 9 science students are reminded to bring in their permission forms and money for the Star Party on Thursday night. Please see your science teacher for more information. Ms. Vono would like to thank all Act Now students for contributing items to the bake sale held at St. Dominic's Christmas Bazaar, and a big thank you to all students who volunteered their time to help out on Saturday. This fundraiser was a tremendous success, raising just over $500, all of which will go to charity. On behalf of Mrs. Vono, Ms. Hastings, Mr. Guilherme, and Ms. Bueno, we want to thank our Act Now committee for caring about the community in which they live. Your small actions make a big difference to others. A reminder that there will be an Act Now meeting on Wednesday after school in room 132 in order to put up the St. Paul bulletin board. Please dismiss Ms. McMahon's senior drama class to work in the cafeteria in preparation for the Remembrance Assembly tomorrow. They are responsible for work missed. And now a word from Mr. Schmidt.
Good morning, St. Paul students and faculty. I wanted to use this opportunity to make a few comments about events in and around the school and to highlight how important this week is with Remembrance Day and its events coming up tomorrow. First and foremost, I need to remind everybody that with the weather getting a lot colder, a lot quicker, it's going to be necessary for people to pick it up in the morning to make the 8:20 call. The 8:20 bell, you've been hearing me in the mornings, you're going to hear me a lot more if people can't seem to make it to 8:20. That is the time you're supposed to be in class, and I would ask everybody to get with the program or we'll have to find a different program. Secondly, and more importantly, this week is crucial. We had a couple of classes I know go out last week to see the film Passchendaele. And Passchendaele is a film that I would strongly recommend any one of our students to take up on the weekend or whenever you do have time. I know it's at Square One and over at the Queensway, and it's readily available. It is a remarkable tale of heroism, commitment, and how Canada really became a nation in many, many respects by shedding the blood that it did in the fields of France, and one that I would strongly urge, and I rarely recommend films to students, but I would recommend this one. Tomorrow we've got a very important event at the school. It is our Remembrance Day ceremonies, and it calls all students to grow up very quickly, like we used to and used to have to. Now we live in a society where we seem to think that we can prolong adolescence forever, but in point of fact, every student here has seen presentations by 18, 19, and 20-year-old young Canadian men and women who have opted to serve in Afghanistan for our country. They could have done something else. They chose to do something on your behalf. And this is about service. So when I start to talk about service, I can get pretty hot under the collar because oftentimes all I see is students, certain students, very small number, not participating in the necessary value of doing community service or simply having the courtesy to sit and listen to what's gone on before. That's for tomorrow. I'm going to be asking student council at the end of the day to go around to each class, and whatever you can afford, 1 penny, a nickel, I would like to see students with a poppy on at the end of the day or tomorrow in honor of those young men and women who gave their lives for our country and our democracy. Remember, we have a democracy in large part because we became a country that shared those values. Those values are not universally shared. They are shared amongst our citizens. You are a citizen first, a consumer second. That is where we begin and we end, and I would like you to take advantage of picking up a poppy this evening. Thanks very much. That's it for my message. I know that the song of the day is, can't read it. The song of the day is Bullet with Butterfly Wings by the Smashing Pumpkins. A wonderful way to start.
The world is a vampire.